Welcome to today's flow. It's a recovery flow, and we're going to be started standing at the top of your mat. When you're ready, bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears like a big old shrug and roll them down your back. Up to your ears, roll them down your back, and switch directions. Just loosening up any stress that might be in your neck and shoulders. Ground down through your feet and move your shoulders for this next two breaths, however's feeling right for you. Just roll it around, anything that's feeling good for your body. And on your next inhale, take your left ear towards your shoulder, wave at me with your left hand, and just pull down on that right shoulder. You're going to get a beautiful stretch in your neck here. Just allow gravity to do the work. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Bring your ear to the right shoulder. Wave at me with your right hand, pulling down on that left shoulder. Allow your right ear to fall down, feeling a stretch on this side of your body, ensuring you're breathing deeply through your nose. Your next inhale, come back to center nice and slowly. Inhale your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down. Really ground down through your feet. Inhale both arms up to the sky, lengthening through the crown of your head. Exhale, bring your arms down. Taking that right hand on your chest, your left hand on your belly, closing your eyes, roll those shoulders back. Set an intention today for the practice. What's a feeling you'd like to leave with, or something that you'd like to bring into your space? Sealing this intention with a couple breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. We're here for 5 more breaths, feeling yourself really becoming present to this space. You're going to bring in that intention on every breath you seal in through your nose and out through your nose. Every time you inhale, imagine yourself growing even closer to the heavens. And every time you exhale, feel yourself grounding even more into the Mother Earth. Inhale through the crown of your head. And exhale, really ground down. 3 more breaths just like this. Remember, yoga is only movement to breath. So just feeling yourself expand and ground each time. If you're doing that, you're doing it right. Going with 1 more inhalation in through that nose. And seal it out. On your next inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, preparing yourself to move through this practice. Remembering that intention you set, or set one now if you didn't before. And when you're ready, you're going to meet me at the back of your mat. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, nice flat spine, and just long forward fold here. Grab opposite elbows, bending into your knees as much as feels comfortable for your lower back. Allow yourself to sway side to side, extending one leg at a time, both legs, whatever's feeling right. Maybe you want to take your hands and hold them behind your back, allowing those hands to fall towards the earth. If that feels great, awesome. Maybe you want to grab opposite elbows behind your back and allow yourself to sway side to side. Whatever arm placement feels good. On your inhale, start shaking your head yes and no, side to side. Maybe some circles if that feels nice. Loosening up those neck and shoulders. On your next inhale, bring your hands to the ground and walk yourself to downward facing dog. Pedaling at your feet one by one, feeling that stretch in your hamstrings, in your lower back, and your shoulders. Keeping that pedal going until you find a comfortable space to stay. On your inhale, come to the balls of your feet. And on an exhale, bring your heels back down to the earth. On your next inhale, bend deeply into that right leg and stack and open your hip. Extending your leg, kicking your heel towards your booty, drawing circles, whatever's feeling good to open that right hip. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Right knee to right elbow. Right knee to nose. Kick it on back. Right knee to nose. And hover, suck that belly button into that spine. Kick that leg on back and plant it on the ground. Inhale your left heel up to the sky. Stack and extend your legs. Stack your hips. Roll those hips out into circles if it feels right. When you're ready, three-legged dog. Knee to left elbow. Knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Knee to nose. Inhale up. Knee to nose. Hover here for a full breath. Sucking that belly button into that spine. Inhale that leg back to three-legged dog, back to downward facing dog. Meeting in a tabletop position down on your knees, making sure you're distributing your weight evenly. Inhale your back up to a cat position. Exhale down to cow pose. Inhale cat, exhale cow. Really trying to exaggerate your spine. How much can we poof it up and how much can you drop your belly? Feeling what is right for you today. Don't press yourself any further than what's feeling comfortable to your lower back and your shoulders. A couple more full breath in and out, and meet in a tabletop position. Kick that right leg out straight. Pull your toes towards your shin. On an inhale, sit your booty back towards your heel, and on an exhale, rock your weight forward. Inhale, sit back. Exhale, rock forward. Ensuring that you're engaging your toes, pulling them towards your shin, and really feeling the stretch in your hamstring and on your hip. And sit on back on that exhale. Give your ankles a couple rolls each direction, feeling that beautiful stretch in that hip. When you're ready, rock your weight forward and switch legs. Kick that left leg out. On an inhale, sit back. On an exhale, rock your weight forward. At your own pace. If this is too fast for you, slow it down. If it's too slow for you, speed it up. All that matters is you're linking your breath towards your movement. Sit back, rock forward, ensuring that you're engaging those left toes. On this next one, inhale yourself back towards your heel and stay there. Rolling your ankles out a couple times each direction on that left foot. When you've had enough, meet back in that tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Tiptoe your toes up to your wrists so you're at the front of your mat. On an inhale, halfway lift, growing through the crown of your head. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, come to standing. Elbows come down, shine your heart forward. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left hand on hip, right arm comes up and over like a little teapot. Inhale, back, switch sides. Exhale, left arm comes over, right hand on hip. One more time each side. Inhale, right arm reaches over. Exhale, left arm reaches over. Inhale, both arms up high. Exhale, elbows drop down. Shine that heart forward. Inhale, standing. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Rock your weight forward. Come all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. Put your tops of your feet down on the mat so your knees hover off the mat. Inhale, lift your chest up off the mat. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your chest up off the mat again. Maybe this time hover your hands. Exhale, let it go. And taking your right hand to your right foot, left hand to your left foot, bending at your knees. On an inhale, kick into your hands and peel your chest up off the mat as much as what feels comfortable for you. We're here for a couple breaths. Feel free to invite some movement into your body if that's going to feel nice. If this hurts your lower back, go ahead and remove yourself from this position. One more full breath in. Those of you here, on your exhale, let it go and windshield wiper those legs side to side, feeling that release in your lower back. We're going to go for round 2. When you're ready, right hand grabs right foot, left hand grabs left foot. Inhale your chest up off the mat, kicking into your feet, into your hands, hands into your feet, and peel that chest up off the mat, maybe just a little bit more, trying to hover on those hip bones. Rocking side to side, maybe up and down. Just breathe. And on the exhale, let it go. Windshield wiper those legs side to side. On an inhale, kick your right leg up and over to a scorpion twists. Your arms are extended, trying to keep both shoulders down on the mat. We're trying to get that right foot to touch the mat or get close to it. We're here for a couple breaths, just really opening that right hip, releasing that lower back, and opening up your shoulders. When you've had enough of this side, plant it down and inhale your left leg up and over. Same idea. Again, trying to keep both hands planted on the ground and both shoulder blades on the mat, the front side. Make sure you're breathing deeply here. On your next inhale, we're going to go back to the first side. So bringing your left foot back to the center. You're going to inhale your right leg up and over. Same idea, except this time an optional quad pull, quad stretch. So you're going to grab your top leg with your top arm and kick into your hand. The more you kick into your hand, the more you're going to release that quadricep muscle. Ensuring that you keep that straight leg, the toes nice and engaged. When you've had enough of this side, you can slowly switch feet, slowly come out of it. And that left foot comes up and over, grabbing it with your hand, kicking into your hand. Feeling the release in this quadricep. The more you kick, the more you're going to release. You can roll more onto your shoulder to get a deeper shoulder stretch. When you're ready, come back to center. Extend your arms out like a T, curling up to your fingers. And then inhale, lift your shoulders up. Wide cobra. Exhale, come down. Plant your hands outside of the rib cage. Inhale, baby cobra, elbows pointed straight back. Exhale, back to your belly. Inhale yourself back to tabletop position. Widen your knees to hip distance of your mat and sit back in a wide leg child's pose position. And you're going to be on your forearms here, rolling yourself into circles, going from a tabletop-ish position to a child's pose position, trying to draw a big oval with your body. After you've got enough of one direction, you can switch to the next direction. We're creating space in our hips and our shoulders for our next series. It's doing whatever feels right for your body here. It's our intuitive flow today, doing things a little different. This is always fun. Meet back in that child's pose position to seal it for a couple breaths. And when you're ready, come back to tabletop position. Bring in your right knee into your nose. Kick it straight on back. Right knee into your nose, straight on back. Think cat-cow spine right here. Kick it straight on back. And then your right knee comes down and out. On your inhale, bring that right knee out, trying to keep both hips nice and parallel to the mat, creating some space here. On your next inhale, bring that right knee up and hover. Exhale, extend your right leg out. Inhale, kick your booty. Exhale, extend. Inhale, kick your booty. One more. Extend, kick your booty, and slowly bring it on down. Other leg. Inhale, left knee to nose. Kick it on back. Inhale, left knee to nose. Kick it on back. Last one. Inhale, left knee to nose. Kick it on back and bring that knee to the ground. Inhale, left knee out, back down to the ground. Left knee out, trying to keep both those hips flat towards the mat. One more inhale, out and down. Inhale, leg is out. Exhale, extend. Inhale, kick your booty. Exhale, extend. Inhale, kick your booty. Exhale, extend. And slowly come back to that tabletop position. Give yourself a couple cat-cows here to rinse that spine. That was pretty intense there, really getting into our hips pretty quickly. When you're ready, meet me back in downward facing dog. Pedaling up those feet, however feels good for you. Inhale your right knee up. Exhale, right knee to nose. Right knee up. Right knee to elbow. Up to left elbow. Kick it up. Right knee to nose. Hover. And back. Switch legs. Inhale, left knee up to nose. Exhale, left knee up to left elbow. Left knee up to right elbow. Left knee up to nose, hover, and step it on back. Come up to the balls of your feet, gaze up forward, inhale, step, hop, or jump to the top of your mat. You're going to take your hands underneath your feet. Try to bring your toes all the way to your wrists, bending into your knees as much as you'd like, and just give yourself a little wrist massage here. On your inhale, trying to pull up through your shoulders so you get a beautiful shoulder stretch. You can bend into your knees one by one, maybe both at the same time, whatever's feeling good for you. Feeling that release in your upper back and that nice massage in your wrists. Start bringing a bend into that right knee, planting your left hand on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm up to the sky. Bring it down, switch legs, bend into that left knee, plant your right hand to the sky, open that left arm. One more each side. Bending into that right knee, plant your left hand, inhale that right arm up to the sky. And second side, bend into that left knee, raise that arm up into the sky. Bring in both hands forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, grab your right wrist with your left hand. Pull yourself towards the left side. Inhale, both arms to the sky. Switch sides. Pull your right arm to the left side. One more each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull to the side. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull to the opposite side. Go ahead and do a little free flow here. Whatever feels great for you. Don't take yourself too seriously. See how awesome this feels on your shoulders. Oh, it's my favorite stretch right here. Inhale your arms back up to the sky. Standing mountain pose. When you are ready to move on, exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, jump, vinyasa your way, upward facing dog or baby cobra, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, step, hop, or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Exhale, left hand to right side, right hand to left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop your elbows. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, or jump. Vinyasa your way. Meeting me back in downward facing dog. We're doing this 3 more times. So if this is a little too fast for you, go ahead and slow it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, root to rise, mountain pose. Exhale, side twist. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, other side. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, drop your elbow, shine your heart forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Vinyasa your way back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Gaze forward. Inhale, step, hop, or jump your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, side twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop your elbows, shine your heart forward. Inhale, up. Swan dive forward on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And vinyasa your way back to downward facing dog. Ooh, now that we built some heat, inhale your right heel up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right elbow and bring it down to pigeon pose. Your right shin is trying to be flat on the mat and bringing your left hip as close to the mat as you can. Letting that left leg go straight behind you. You can stay up on the fingertips, or if you want to, you can walk your hands forward like I am here, creating a little pillow for my head. You're here for 10 full breaths. Really enjoy the melting of all of the tension in your hips here. I've said this before and I'll say it again. This position, one out of every 3 times, I cry like a baby. We hold so many emotions in our hips, and this is such a good way to release those emotions. Sometimes they turn up as feelings of tightness, of stress. You can actually feel it in your body here. The best way to get rid of it is to breathe through, and you can honestly feel your body releasing those emotions and the stress that might show up as tightness. Bring yourself back to your intention as well, inviting those beautiful feelings into your body. One more full breath in on this right leg. Let it go. Slowly bring your fingertips towards your hips, rolling to your right hip, swing your left leg around. Inhale for height. Exhale, you're either grabbing your toes, or if that's not available for you, as A-OK, grab behind your calf or maybe your quad and just allow your chest to come close to your leg. Pull your left toes towards your face to feel your stretch in your hamstring. Melting down here. Inhale, bring your right arm back, leave your legs the way they are, and inhale that up and over, wild thing. And then bring yourself back to that downward facing dog. Left legs turn. Inhale, left knee up to that left wrist. Slowly walk your right toes back. Bring your hands to frame your hips. And then if you're ready and want to, walk your arms down. Same idea. 10 breaths here on your left-hand side. Make sure you're pulling your toes towards your face to activate your hamstring stretch here so your toes don't fall asleep. Now notice that your left hip may be different from your right hip. Mine definitely is. Adjust as needed without judgment. Just allow yourself to melt into this hip, creating space for gratitude and love. Breathing out anything that's getting in the way of that today. Making room in your body. Breathe through the tightness. Feel one more breath here. Full breath in. Maybe audibly let it out. Bringing some awareness back into your body here. You're slowly going to come back up onto your fingertips and bring yourself into your hands, rolling onto that left hip, swinging your right leg around. Pull your right toes into your shin. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, bend to that right, either foot, calf, or quadricep. Pulling your toes towards your face and just allowing your chest to melt. Not your head to melt, your chest to melt, giving us the best stretch possible. And just surrender into this stretch by every time you breathe out. Just melt even more into the mat. Every time you breathe in, growing a little bit more through the crown of your head. One more full breath in. And on your breath out, slowly come out of it, placing that left hand behind your back. Inhale your right arm up while bang the sign. And then just spin yourself around to that tabletop position. Widen your knees into that wide-legged child's pose position, sitting your booty as close to your heels as you'd like. Now you can stay here, or we're going to play around with the last couple inversion type exercises. So we're going to start with dolphin pose if you'd like. So you're going to ensure that your elbows are about hip, hands width apart, placing your hands on the mat. This is a downward facing dog on your forearms. Every time you inhale, try to bring your toes just a little bit closer to your elbows, gazing your hand to your hands and bringing your hip up even higher. This is very intense, so come down at any time. Back to that child's pose. So you can stay in child's pose, you can stay in dolphin pose, or I'm going to cue you through a tripod forearm stand. You're going to take your forearms, ensure that your hands are about shoulder distance apart, like I'm showing here. Then you're making a basket for your head with your hands, making sure your pinkies are flush on the mat so you won't roll over your pinkies. First, make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. Then make the basket for your head. Just like dolphin, except this time your head's on the mat, making sure you're pressing down through your forearms like that dolphin pose and also using your head a little bit. Slowly lift one foot, maybe the other foot up. You might not come straight to this position. This has taken me years to cultivate. So play around with slowly letting gravity and your core strength bring your legs up to the sky. If you're up, pressing down through your forearms and not putting all the weight in your head. You can stay straight up while arching your back, or you can play around like I am here by bringing one foot forward, one foot back, playing with my balance and knowing that it's all coming from my core. I'm not putting too much pressure into my head. Staying here for as long as you want or slowly coming out of it. If you're in dolphin, stay there. If you're in child's pose, stay there. Honor your body with where it is today. If you are up in that inversion, we're going to slowly come down on the next two breaths. I like to slowly come down the way I came into it and kind of shake it out in a wide-legged forward fold to give my neck a little bit of reprieve. When you are ready, we're going to meet in a seat, however is going to work for you, and then slowly come down to your back. Rock and roll yourself up and down, massaging that spine, maybe side to side, maybe in circles. If there's a little shoulder stand you'd like to take, I like to take this one. I'm only putting a little bit of weight into my shoulder, just letting my legs go straight up. I'm using my hands to support my hips. This is great as we're standing all day, and this is made for recovery. We're letting the blood flow down from our toes. And when you're ready to come down to your back, arms come out as a T. We're windshield wipering our legs side to side, setting up for bridge pose. Bring your arms down so they can barely graze your heels. Feet are hip distance apart. On an inhale, bring your hips up to the sky. If you'd like a little more, roll your shoulder blades underneath your back. Interlace your hands. Try to pull your fists towards your heels and your heels towards your fists. Every time you inhale, you're going to pick up those hips even more. Really feeling the strength through your glutes and your hamstrings, through those shoulder blades as well. You should be able to hold a tennis ball from your chin to your chest, so giving a little bit of space there as not to collapse. One more full breath in here. And on your breath out, undo your hands if they're interlaced underneath your back and slowly come down. Windshield wiper those legs side to side or draw circles with your knees. We're going to set up for bridge one last time. Do what feels right for your body. On your inhale, go right there, whatever one is feeling like it's calling to you today. If you have wheel in your practice, feel free to take it. I am demoing bridge today, but feel free to take that wheel pose if your practice accommodates that. Going to give yourself another full breath in to enjoy this bridge position. On your exhale, slowly come down. Happy baby, our final pose here. You can grab either your toes and your peace fingers or the outside edges of your feet. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to move freely, bending one leg, straightening the other. Close your eyes and release any sort of movement you need before our final resting pose. Kind of hug your knees into your chest and then slowly come to Shavasana, taking up as much room as possible. Our number one rule here is this should feel good without any effort. So find a shape if this one is not yours that will allow you just to completely relax. You can put both hands down on the mat or bring one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly, just like we started class. Feel your breath. Maybe feel the difference from when we first started class. This also helps if your mind likes to wander. Just honor the fact that you are able to breathe today. Little gratitudes. Bringing your hands back out. If you're looking to gain some energy, allow your palms face up. If you want a little more grounding, put your hands palms down. If you want a little bit of each, one hand up, one hand down. And enjoy these last few breaths together in our resting position. Staying here as long as you need. You can listen to your body. When you're ready, give a big good morning stretch, arms above your head, legs out, and slowly bring one knee into the chest, the other knee into the chest, falling to your favorite side, pausing for a moment, and putting yourself up to a comfortable seat, bringing your hands to your legs, taking a second to thank yourself for showing up today by giving back to your body, and for all those who depend on you to have this calm mood to take off of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. Grow through that crown of the head for a beautiful, tall stretch. And then your exhale, thanking yourself and all of those who practice with you today. Namaste. I hope to see you again next week for another yoga flow. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.